So this week began with a complete creative roadblock. Maybe it had something to do with the impending virus that would soon hit, i.e. the seasonal flu. Who knows? But whenever I feel like I'm having a complete inspirational drought, especially when it comes to making seasonal changes to the home, I start rummaging through my stashes that include anything that has to do with whatever season I'm turning to. And out of that grouping, I'll try to create a color palette and really overall mood and try to go from there. Almost every window open within our vicinity, and every time the weather changes, I get a hankering to change little things around the house. So I thought, well, it's feeling a little bit more spring outside, so I thought I would make it feel the same way inside just by moving a few things around and switching out some of my artwork. You don't necessarily have to buy anything new to make it feel fresh in your home. Just changing things from one room to another, giving surfaces a wipe down, just little tiny adjustments can really give you the overall feel of something new and fresh. Of making curtains for this, and with that being the case, you're not going to be able to see inside of it, and I wanted to figure out a way to soften up the look of our bookshelves and bring a little bit of texture and color. And I thought, well, I won't be able to see into this, so I can use the linens that I was showcasing here on my bookshelf. So you can get creative and really infuse patterns and colors with your everyday items in places that you may not necessarily expect.
In desperate need of a break from being cooped up for the last few days, Lola and I, with Miss Irish June in tow, hit the town, stopping at our favorite coffee shop, first for a little pick-me-up, and then off to our favorite plant nursery after that.
Love the look of a vintage or aged pot. The problem is it can be really hard to find, and sometimes when you do find them, they can be more expensive. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find them for really cheap, but more times than not, as in my experience, is what I was looking for. I found that they're just more expensive. So I like to age my own. There's a million and one different techniques, and a lot of times if you just give it time, they will age themselves. But in this situation, I don't have that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just try a bunch of different ways that I can age this or these newer pots that we just purchased. I'm going to apply a little bit of white paint with some water, mix some colors to make up brown, and then I'm going to smudge some actual moss that we have from our walk and see how it turns out.
friends, I appreciate your patience with me. Next week, we'll be back to our longer programming and one with a bit more meat on the bone. I hope this one wasn't too mundane and monotonous. We definitely have some new, different, and exciting things on the horizon. But as always, I so appreciate your support, and I very much look forward to speaking with you in the comments section. I love hearing about the current projects you're working on, any questions you may have, and for our new friends, I love finding out where you're viewing from. I still look forward to seeing you next week at our normal time, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central. See you soon, friends.
What are you doing?